Hello, this is Dumont, and I'm here to review one of the three B3 Bakugans that I recently acquired. The question is, which one? Dum dum dum. Well, I've decided to do the third one that was closed and the one that I was hoping it was going to be Alto Brontes. Well, did I screw up and was I completely wrong? Or am I right? We'll find out in a second. Here is Alto Brontes in his marble form. He has some notable designs here and there, some small features, but what I want to focus on is that his marble form is not symmetrical. Because of that, I think that makes him extremely unique when I think pretty much every other Bakugan that I've seen in their marble form, they're perfectly rounded, whereas this guy is not. And that totally reminds me of, if you've seen Transformers the animated movie, the major villain, which was like the ultimate villain in the Transformers universe, was a character named Unicron, which was a planet that freaking transforms and eats other planets, and he's like this incredibly ginormous transformer. So anyway, this Alto Brontes reminds me a lot of that, because Unicron in his planet form was not exactly symmetrical. He was kind of like a Saturn-shaped planet, and with the rings around it. And this guy, they're not kind of like rings, but this part kind of sticks out just slightly more. It just reminds me a whole lot of Unicron, so it's awesome. And because of that, he's kind of unique in a sense that not only can he just sit still like that, which, there has been other Bakugan that could do that, but when you try to roll this guy, he's very awkward, and it's almost unpredictable in a way, which to me makes him very psychotic-ish, very unique, and that works with his character because he's an evil clown, so you never know what you're going to get. He's like a surprise. Here is Alto Brontes popped open. Alongside of him, Mega Nemus and Mega Brontes. You can see that basically, if you don't include the head ornament and the flappy thing over here, he's basically about the same height if you just compare the heads, okay? So he is very, very tall, and really, the way they spring open, all three of these guys, is pretty much like a Jack-in-the-Box. It's very awesome. So here he is compared to other normal Bakugan. As you can see, he is very tall, very imposing. This one that I have happens to be 520 Gs. So here is the whole family. Okay, the problem that I had before was that when going from original Brontes, which was an excellent design in itself, and they went over here to Mega Brontes, there was only some minor differences. It was really very, very similar, and the only new thing that it brought to the table was that it was very tall, and the transformation obviously had to be changed. Now when you look at Alto Brontes, not only is he a lot taller, but he's very, very different in a sense. So it kind of makes Mega Brontes seem like, what's the point of Mega Brontes? So with Alto Brontes, it was really, really good that they completely changed the way he looks from original to Alto. So I'm very happy about that. Now the claw arm design on the original Brontes was excellent. You could fold them out and it makes him look like a vulture, and I like that a lot. Over here they changed it to 4 arms instead of the claws. Now, as cool as the arms were, these are also very, very nice, and like I said, a nice, excellent change. The other thing is, when you look at Alto Brontes, it's the face. Honestly, the face mold is awesome, and because of the way this is designed, actually, if you are familiar with Transformers, there is something called light piping. What it is a lot of Transformers these days, what they did, it was a very innovative feature, is the eyes are actually clear, so if you're able to get a light, some kind of light source, and shine it in there, it'll make the eyes look like they're glowing. Now in this case, because he's translucent, it's not the eyes, but it's almost like the entire face, the entire body has that effect, and because of the way he's shaped, the way his head is, the back part in here is hollow, and then the front part is it almost acts like a lens. So his face actually glows. And the same could be said about his body here, because it's hollow on the backside, but it's really all about the way his head is shaped. And now there's been plenty of translucent Bakugan, just like this one is also translucent here, but none of them have this really light piping face that Altobrantes has, which is a very nice thing, because for a long time, a lot of people, including myself, we couldn't really understand his face over here. It was like, we knew it was half hidden, and so finally he gets to show it, and he gets to show it in an excellent way. So if you are thinking of getting an Altobrantes, which I totally recommend, you just have to understand that in his marble form, he's going to roll very awkward. So you just have to understand that he's going to roll like a possessed ball, and that is actually a very unique and good thing. If you can get over that, and when he does pop open, because he's tall, he's not exactly stable, but when he does spring open correctly, I mean, he really has a presence. So that's awesome too. And the light piping, because of that, I really recommend the Chaos, this one version right here. I don't know how the other translucent Altobrantes looks when you light pipe, but this one comes out excellent. And even though my camera's not that great, I will try to show you guys a quick picture of what that looks like.